Hello everyone, welcome to Harjeet's World and my name is Harjeet and today I'm going to talk about Qatar Airways Assessment Day and I'm going to give you a brief idea how your Qatar Airways Assessment Day will look like and few tips for your assessment. So before I start with the video, I would like to tell you that I have worked as a cabin crew for almost 8 years, out of which I worked with Qatar Airways for 4 years. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and do hit the bell icon so that you can get the notification of my next video. You can also follow me on Instagram. My ID is Harjeet Dreams. So let's start with the video. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone who have received the email for their assessment day. You are one step closer to your dream. So let's start with the email. In the email, they have clearly mentioned the time, the date, venue and the dress code. For your assessment day, they have given you enough time to prepare yourself. So be prepared when you're going for the interview. And they have mentioned the business attire. So please wear formals, smart formals. Be on time, don't be late and maintain your grooming throughout the day, especially for ladies. For grooming, I want to add a point. For females, please make sure that your hair are nicely, neatly tied at the back. You can make a ponytail or you can make a bun or whatever suits you or whatever you are comfortable with, you can do that. But nothing should be on your face. For males, please make sure that you are clean shaved when you're going for your assessment day. So females can go with full makeup and don't forget to polish your shoes. On your assessment day, you need to carry a copy of your CV along with the passport size photograph and a copy of your invitation, and don't forget to mention application ID. On your assessment day, the first thing they will ask you to submit your CV. While you are submitting your CV, please don't forget to smile and make eye contact and don't forget to greet, and that will be your first impression. So don't miss that chance. So at the same time, you will receive a name tag and a number and you will be asked to sit in the conference room. So they are going to give an introduction about Qatar Airways, then about the CEO, about the company, where all you will be flying to, all the destination and how many nationalities are going to fly with you. So they are going to give a brief introduction about Qatar Airways and about the FIFA World Cup, which is going to happen in 2022 and their festivals. They're going to give you a good introduction about Qatar Airways. So when they're telling you about Qatar Airways, please do pay attention because it can be helpful for your interview, because you can pick up few points from there which you can use for your answers. And one more thing I want to add here, that you are being observed for every moment. I want to give you a few tips here. When you will go for your assessment day, please avoid using your mobile phones and try to talk to as many people as you can. I'm not saying go specially to somebody else's place and then talk, but please try to interact with other people because they will be watching you. So now you will be thinking that there will be 200 to 300 people, how they can keep an eye on each person. So let me tell you, they are very good at their work. They know what they are doing. So when you are sitting there, you are being observed for each and every second, and there are people around you will not even come to know and that they are watching you. So the recruiters who are there, they are very good with their work. So they know how to do profiling. So which you will also learn once you join Qatar Airways. They will teach you to do profiling. So the assessment day can be a whole day process. You might be asked to stay for the day or it can go to the next day as well. So it completely depends on the number of the candidates, how many candidates are attending that assessment day. After the introduction, the next can be your English test or your arm reach test. So it can be here and there, means the sequence can change, but definitely there will be an English test and an arm reach test. In your English test, you will get true and false, fill in the blanks, comprehensive and questions on UTC, how to calculate UTC. So for everything, they will give you options from out of which you have to select the correct one. And for UTC calculation, I have already made a video. I will leave the link in the description box and you can watch that. So after the English test, you will be asked to wait outside for 30 to 40 minutes, and once the result is out, they will call everybody in the conference hall and they will call out the numbers or the names of the candidates who are shortlisted. And so be careful and pay attention. Don't let them call your name again and again. So after the English test, the next round will be arm reach test, where you will be asked to touch 212 centimeters. So for females, you have to remove your shoes and try to touch, and you can go onto your toes to touch the line. And for males, you can wear your shoes and try to touch the line. So while you're giving your arm reach test, they will scan you, like they will ask you to remove your blazers if you're wearing one. So then they will check your marks or scars on your body at that then and there. But after that also they will do the scar test. So after the arm reach test, you will be asked to wait outside for 10 to 15 minutes. And while you're waiting, please make sure that don't go far away, because they might call you anytime. So please, and it will be a bad impression if you're not on time. So once they have made a decision, they will make an announcement for the candidates who are selected, and others may leave, and then the selected candidates will go for their scar test. Like they will ask you there if you have any marks on your body or any scars. So if you have any scars or any marks on your body, please tell them, be honest with them, because they are going to find out later. After the arm reach and the scar test, the candidates who are selected, they will be called for the next round, which can be a GD, or you will be given a topic to talk about for a minute, or it can be public speaking. Nowadays, normally they don't do GD, but if the number of the candidates is really high, they might do a round of GD. Give a tip that if somebody is talking in the GD, please don't interrupt, wait for your turn. And if you want to raise a question, or you want to wait, you are not getting your turn and you want to speak, so you can raise your hand and then you can wait for your turn. If there's no GD, then there will be a round where they will ask you to talk about for a minute, and the topic can be random. They might give you a slips of paper and you have to choose one paper, and the topic will be written on that paper. That topic can be random and you will be asked to speak for a minute on that topic. So in this round, they are going to test your presence of mind and your confidence, how confident you are, or once you are given a situation, so how you're going to react to that situation. That's what they are going to test in this round. Again, after this round, you will be given a break for 10 to 15 minutes and you will be asked to wait outside. Once they made a decision, they will call everybody inside and they will call out the names or the numbers who are selected, and others will be asked to leave. For the candidates who will be shortlisted, after this round, they will be asked to fill up a form where you have to mention your scars or your birthmarks, everything in detail. So it will take around half an hour or 1 hour to fill up that form. Once you have completed the form, there will be another round which will be one-on-one. So one-on-one round can happen on the same day, or they might ask you to come next day for the one-on-one round. It completely depends on the number of candidates and on the time remaining. So one-on-one is the final round where you will be asked to answer 2 to 3 questions. This is how the assessment day will look like. In the end, I just want to say that Qatar is very particular about their rules. So please try to avoid your mobile phones and be on time and try to be honest as much as you can. I hope this video will be helpful for you guys, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.